What's up, guys? This is JT. I am the Tie coming back at you with a Wi-Fi battle that I had against one of my friends in real life, and I was just testing out a team. This is a standard match. I guess you can call it OU, but I really don't like to just use pure OU Pokemon, so I kind of like to mix it up. I play the video back a little bit more slowly than usual. That way I can try to fill in the gaps for some people who may not be that familiar with battles. I lead off with an Ambipom, my Mr. Miyagi. He goes for a Fake Out, which is basically a priority move that you can only do on the first turn, and it always causes a flinch. So it's basically a free hit. I make a switch into Slowbro, which is my Machamp counter because he is really bulky on the defensive side, and he's part Psychic. And obviously, since Machamp is part Fighting, he really can't do anything to him, so he's going to be forced to switch out. I'm going to try to predict the switch into something else that can probably do a lot of damage to Slowbro. So I go for a Thunder Wave, but he switches into a Vaporeon, which isn't too bad for me. I'm going to go ahead and switch out into my Starmie, and he gets the Parahax on here. I don't know what he was planning on doing. It could have been a Hidden Power Electric or anything, but obviously expecting a Thunderbolt, he switches into a Torterra, which is part ground, but I predicted that said switch, so I went for an Ice Beam, and the Torterra is part grass and part ground, so that's going to be 4x weak to an Ice Beam, so that will definitely take out the Torterra, which is really lucky for me. This Starmie is actually Scarfed, and obviously since I'm locked into Ice Beam, I can't do any damage to Registeel who resist it, so I switched into my Dugtrio, hoping that he would go for a Thunder Wave, but he just went for Stealth Rocks. But because I have the Arena Trap ability, he cannot leave the battlefield because he's not a flying type, and he doesn't have the ability called Levitate. So I'm going to go ahead and just go for an Earthquake, and I'm hoping he only carries Seismic Toss, which means that he wouldn't be able to kill this Dugtrio at all. But he carries the Iron Head, and he happens to get a critical hit. So if he didn't get the critical hit, I don't know if Dugtrio would have been able to survive an Iron Head, but I definitely would have had the ability to just take out the Registeel with the Dugtrio, which is pretty much why I have Dugtrio on my team. I switch out into Misty Magoo, which is my Mismagius, and I go for the Substitute, hoping that he would try to Thunder Wave or hit me with a status effect. He goes for an Iron Head and just breaks my Substitute, so obviously I'm going to be forced to attack it. I do carry Hidden Power Fighting on this Mismagius, so I'm going to go ahead and then try to hit him for super effective damage with that, but I think he makes a very good prediction right here, and he goes into Grease Lightning, which is his Rotom, and because it's part Ghost, it doesn't get hit by the Hidden Power Fighting. So obviously, so I'm guessing he's probably Scarfed because normally Mismagius is faster than a Rotom, so I make a ballsy play and I go into my Ambipom, who is normal, so obviously he's not affected he's not affected by the Shadow Ball, and then when he tries to switch out, since he is probably Choice Scarfed and locked into that move, I hit him with a Pursuit, and I get a critical hit, which takes him out, which is really critical for me. If you notice how Ambipom's life is going down, it's because he's holding an item called Life Orb, and basically what it does is that it gives you 1.3 times the amount of attack power at the cost of 10% of your HP every single time you attack, or every single time you hit someone with an attacking move. But anyway, I don't have anyone who can take a Thunder Wave anymore because my Dugtrio is dead, so I figure Slowbro is already really slow. He's obviously not called Fastbro, so I'm like, you know what, he can't get any slower, so I just switch into the Slowbro to take the switch. I don't think that the Registeel could do anything to Slowbro anyway, and then obviously I'm going to predict his switch into Empoleon, and the most dangerous set on Empoleon is the Agility Empoleon, so if he was running that, that was really bad for him, because obviously the Agility would do nothing now that he's paralyzed. So Slowbro is doing a really good job right now, and then I'm predicting he's probably not running any kind of special move on this other than Ice Beam and Surf, if that is the Empoleon that he is in fact running. So I switch into my Starmie for free, essentially, and I just hit him with a Thunderbolt. And he goes for a Hydro Pump, so I don't know what Empoleon he's actually running, go figure. But it does really massive damage to Starmie, considering that I resist it. But Starmie's not very defensive overall. But I am able to 2-hit KO with the Empoleon. And he goes ahead, he switches into a Registeel, which I obviously can't really take out, but I feel like I don't need the Starmie anymore because he doesn't have a Scarfed user anymore, because I took out his Rotom already, and I can't imagine him running more than one of them. So I'm going to go ahead and just do as much damage on the Registeel as possible. Obviously, if I would have been able to take it out with Dugtrio, that would have been amazing, but luck will not be had on that on that account. So I'm just going to keep on hitting him with Thunderbolt, and then he's just going to finish me off with his Seismic Toss. So, but Starmie did a really good job, and Slowbro is doing a really good job, and Ambipom is also really carrying his weight right now. I really like the Ambipom right now. So I switched into my Infernape, which is named after basically the fire summon in Final Fantasy VII, for those of you who get that reference. And I just go for a close combat. Obviously, Registeel has very low HP, and he's thinking, as long as I'm running an Infernape on my team, Registeel is absolutely worthless to him, because I can hit him with a fire move and a fighting move for super effective damage. So he switches into Vaporeon, predicting that he can probably take a hit. And he's going to go ahead and, I don't know if he went for it right there. He got paralyzed. He might have went for a Surf right there, and that would have done really good damage to Ambipom and possibly taken it out, especially considering the fact that I'm whittling down my own HP with Life Orb. But now I can definitely hit him with the Fake Out to get the free attack on him. And then I'm actually running Seed Bomb on this Ambipom, because this is just a weird Ambipom that I thought up of, and I thought it'd be really fun. So I hit him with a Seed Bomb, and that does a ton of damage to him. And then obviously, I don't know if double hit would do equivalent damage overall, considering that that double hit is a normal type move, so I would get a same type attack bonus for using it. So that's like 1.5 times the attack power. But Seed Bomb hits 100% of the time, so I know for sure that I can take out the Vaporeon at that point. And then his last Pokemon is Machamp. And then since I still have my Slowbro, this is pretty much a good game. But yeah, I just go ahead and leave Ambipom in there, and then he just tried to do some damage on me since he knows that that I am faster than him. But yeah, that's my Ambipom in action. It's just kind of a weird Ambipom. He runs Bullet Punch in case the Ambipom tries to U-turn out on him. Obviously, that's a really good play. That would be a really good move for him, other than the fact that I don't run U-turn on my Ambipom. Or at least on that particular Ambipom, I don't run U-turn. He has Fake Out, Double Hit, Seed Bomb, and Pursuit to pick off people who try to run away from him. So that was the match. It was a really good match overall. I really enjoyed it. I hope you guys do too. If you guys would like me to talk about the basic mechanics of battling, like the tiers, and then how you maybe like EV train, and then talk about individual values, just leave a comment in the box. Like, comment, and subscribe if you guys enjoyed that video. Obviously the battle was a little bit more slowly, but I felt like I was doing a pretty thorough job. So, just let me know if you guys enjoyed it, and talk to you guys next time. Bye.